Welcome to this edition of the Sports Pod Moves. Today we are doing an advanced shoulder series. We're going to be doing some more what are called lift-offs, where we're training the end range of motion. It's going to be a little crampier. You're going to get a little more fatigued. You're going to sweat a little bit. It's going to be great. I'm here with Courtney King, one of our badass trainers and athletes. She's volunteered her shoulders today. So we're going to start off with some cars just to get everything warmed up. You should be familiar with cars if you're doing our advanced series. We're going to go ahead and do some now to get rolling. So we're going to do them kneeling. We're going to start with this left arm here. We're going to come straight up into flexion. Let's do the other arm so they can see it. Okay. Straight up into flexion. We're going to do 2 sets of 5 here, 5 on each side. Once we hit flexion here, we're going to internally rotate, scoot back behind us, making sure our chest stays square to the wall in front of us all the way down and around, and then she's going to reverse it straight back. Once she hits here, she's going to externally rotate, bring it all the way up, and down and across. That'll be 1. So we're going to go back up, straighten the shoulder flexion. Abs are nice and tight, making sure those ribs don't flare out. She reaches the top, she internally rotates, all the way around, nice and smooth. Palm faces out at the bottom. Straight back, externally rotate, good, down and across. Straight back up, hit shoulder flexion, internally rotate, twist, 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 all the way reaching back around, palm faces out the bottom, reverse, straight back, externally rotate, back up into flexion and down and across. Oh, was that 3? 2 more, okay? Abs are nice and tight, she's staying nice and square, eyes straight ahead, chin's tucked, rotating. Remember, this is just a warm up, just trying to get the shoulders moving, straight back, rotate. Let's slow it down just a little bit for this last one. Okay, straight up. She's gonna hit shoulder flexion, biceps by the ear. She's gonna hit right here. She's gonna twist, going into internal rotation, all the way around. Palm faces out the bottom, back up, externally rotate, bicep by the ear, straight down. Okay, let's turn face the other way, 5 on the other side. So whenever we're doing these, we want to radiate a little, which means we're going to be tighten our abs, tighten our butt, creating a little internal tension. We also want to dissociate, just the shoulder is moving, nothing else. You can see her head stays nice and still. She doesn't twist and turn any direction. Her ribs don't flare out, it's just the shoulder. Okay, 5 more, straight up, bicep by the ear. Our rotations are going to look a little bit different. Twisting all the way around, palm faces out, hand by the hip and reverse. Straight back, externally rotate, and comes up. Good, straight down. Good, 3 more. Back up, shoulder flexion, bicep by the ear, internally rotate. That palm turns around, reach back behind you. A little twist there, good. Straight back, externally rotate. Good. 2 more, straight up, bicep by the ear, shoulder flexion, twist that shoulder, try and get the whole shoulder, not just the hand to turn, all the way around. Good, straight back, externally rotate. It's a little sticky there. Good, 1 more. Straight up, shoulder flexion. Hit that sticking point, twist, turn. Good, and straight back. We're gonna externally rotate all the way around and down. Good. 5 more on each side and then we're moving on. Let's turn face the other way. Okay. Remember, these should be nice and smooth. We're trying to make the biggest circle that we can, not missing any range of motion. So it's straight up, shoulder flexion. Twist that entire arm, good. Palm faces out and reverse, straight back, externally rotate. Good, let's slow it down just a tiny bit. Good. 4 more, straight up, shoulder flexion. Good, a little shaky there, that's good. All the way around. Good, palm facing out, back, straight back into extension. Externally rotate. Good. Straight up, bicep by the ear, really reach, twist, going into internal rotation. Good. Straight back, externally rotate, twisting, palm comes around. Good. Is that one more? Good. Last one on this side, then we start getting into the really fun stuff. Rotate, 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 all the way around, palm faces out, great. Back, twist, all the way around, down. 5 more on the other side, and then we're gonna get into the really fun advanced stuff, okay? Remember, we're up nice and tall, abs and butt are on, eyes straight ahead, shoulders don't move, just this one joint here. Up, twist, good. And straight back, externally rotate, down, good. Back up, shoulder flexion, reaching as far as we can, hitting that sticking point and twisting. Good, remember we don't get any points for fast, small circles. They're large and slow. Straight back, externally rotate. We want to explore all the range of motion that joint has to offer. Good. Straight up. Making sure those ribs don't flare, abs are on, good, all the way around. Straight back, externally rotate, twisting, that palm comes around. Got some stickiness in this right shoulder, good. So last one, bicep by the ear, twist. Straight back, reaching for the wall behind you, twisting, rotating. Good. Okay, so now that the shoulders are nice and warm after doing some cars, we're gonna get into what's called a scarecrow position for some internal rotation liftoffs. Okay? So, what we're gonna do here, we've got a couple of blocks here. We're gonna have one underneath the shoulder and then one underneath the elbow. Okay? The goal of what we're doing here, why don't you scoot towards me a little bit? What we are trying to achieve here is axial rotation through this joint here, okay? So if we lift off this way, it's no good. If we see a lot of weird scapular stuff happen, it's no good. We're trying to rotate like this, okay? If you're having trouble getting into this position, and this is a fairly advanced position, you need to work on your shoulder internal rotation with some pails and rails, which you can find in some of our other videos. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna do 2 sets of 5 reps with the 5-second hold of shoulder internal rotation. So I'm gonna block her shoulder blade here, and what she's gonna do is she's gonna squeeze her abs nice and tight, and she's gonna lift. We can see a little cheating here, and she's gonna hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down towards the floor. It's important you control to the floor. Don't just relax and let it drop. Going in 3, 2, 1. Lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down and resting for 5 seconds. Now you see there was not as much movement that time, but it was much cleaner, it's much purer. Okay? 2, 1. Lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Resting 5 seconds. You may feel some crampiness in this area here. That's totally fine. Try and train through it. It will get better. Going in 2, 1. Lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Resting for 5. Now you may not have a super friend to help you out here, so you may have to just be very honest with yourself. Okay? Last one on this side. Lifting in 2, 1. Up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Good. So let's switch it around. We're going to do the other side. Now, I'm talking about controlling it after you're done. So whenever we go 3, 2, 1 and you relax, you need to control it down to towards the floor. It's called the eccentric portion. There's a lot of good things that happen in that part of the lift. So when you're doing these, don't just relax and let it drop. You've got to control it down. So we've got another set of 5 with the 5-second hold. Block underneath the shoulder and the elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. So you can tell she's a lot better on this side. That's totally normal. One side's usually better than the other. 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Yeah, this side's a lot better. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Typically in the shoulders, that difference from side to side can be much more pronounced in the lower extremity, so this doesn't surprise me a whole lot. Up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Relax, one more rep. I don't even have to block you at all. You got this one. 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, control down. Good. So let's flip. We're going to do the other side. One more set. Shoulder internal rotation. Going back to the right side. Guys, once again, if you're having trouble even getting into this position, this scarecrow position, go find some of our other videos and work on your internal rotation with some pails and rails. Okay? So, going back into this position, block under the shoulder, block under the elbow. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. That was a lot better. 3, 2, 1, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 2 more reps. 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Last rep here, guys. Really try and turn this on. Squeeze the abs nice and tight. Going in 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stay here for me. So something you may notice is her elbow kind of started to drop a little bit. You want to try and keep it in this axis with the shoulder. Okay? She's struggling a little bit on this side, so I'm not too surprised she's cheating a little bit. Okay? 5 more on the other side. Okay. So, arms straight out, bent at 90 degrees. Block under the shoulder, block under the elbow. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Good. 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, control down, good, 3 more reps, going in 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 2 more reps, and then we're moving on from internal rotation. Going in 3, 2, 1, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 1 more rep. You can tell she's getting kind of tired. She's having trouble lifting off. Last rep. 3, 2, abs tight, on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay? So we're going to switch back the other way, but now we're going to go into external rotation. We're still going to do 2 sets, 5 reps, holding for 5 seconds. Okay? So we're going to use the blocks a little differently here. Okay? Instead of being in this internal scarecrow position here, we're going to be here. Okay? So arms still going to be straight out at 90 degrees. The other block we're going to have propped up, our hand propped up on. So elbow up just a little bit. Okay. So In order to do these properly, the first thing we're gonna have to do is squeeze our abs, turn our butt on, and keep this nice and tight. The harder you lift off, the tendency is to cheat and push the stomach into the ground and lift the shoulders up. Yeah, that's exactly what we don't wanna do. So you've gotta keep this nice and tight. What we're trying to do here is we have the arm out in this axis, and we're trying to create rotation there, not extension through the spine. Okay. So she's gonna get nice and tight, and she's gonna lift up off the block and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. So you can see her fingers stay nice and straight, stay in line with the elbow. That's excellent. 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. Some of you might be trying to just lift your hand. That's not rotation of the shoulder, so try and keep everything in line. Maybe make a fist. 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Nice and slow. Once again, this may feel kind of crampy in the back of the shoulder here. That's totally fine. You can see her elbow starting to drop a little bit. I'm gonna push her back up. Last one, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Okay, let's switch and do the left side. Guys, when we are doing these, we want to try and keep the elbow at 90 degrees. A lot of people will tend to cheat and do a little bit of a bicep curl when we're doing here. So try and keep that space there and create the rotation through here. It's not a flex through the elbow. Okay? So once again, before we start, she's gonna get nice and tight here, abs and butt are on. She's gonna lift off the block. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down, nice and smooth. Yeah, your left shoulder is way better than your right shoulder. Okay, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. 3 more reps here. And 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Nice and smooth. 2 more reps here. Going in 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Good. Back over to the right side. We've got 2 more sets, or 1 more set of 5 on each shoulder. Guys, when we're doing these, we really need to focus on quality of movement. You don't get points for bad reps. They need to be perfect. So if you feel anything that's off, you need to fix it in order for these reps to count. Some of you may be more flexible than others. One of the great things about the block is we can raise or lower that level as we need to. If you're lifting way off the block, maybe we get something a little taller and make this a little more challenging. If we're not able to lift up off the block at all, maybe we lower it and find a level that works for us. Okay? So once again, before we start, she's resting her head on her hand there, so she's making sure her head doesn't lift up. Abs are nice and tight, her butt is on, arms straight out. She's gonna lift off the block and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. So you can see how much she's shaking. That tells me she's working really hard, trying to push through that limit of her range of motion, which is exactly what we want. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. Okay? We're trying to hit that barrier as far as we can go. 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Move her elbow up just a little bit here. Good. 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 1 more rep here. Abs nice and tight. Squeeze everything. Make this a good one. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, down. 5 more reps on the other side, and then we're going to move on from external rotation. Okay. Once again, remember, poor quality reps don't count here. They have to be perfect. We have to reach that in range. We have to make the shoulder do the work. Otherwise, we're not really getting the benefit. So abs nice and tight, abs and butt are on, arms straight out, elbows bent at 90, up, 4, 3, 2, 1, control down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 3 more reps. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Got 2 left. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, control down. We've got 1 left, make it a good one. Abs nice and tight, butts on. 2, 1, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, relax. Okay. So that's all for external rotation. Now we're going to go into shoulder flexion, getting that arm up overhead. So let's flip back the other way. Let's start on the right side. We no longer need any of our yoga blocks or any of our equipment. Okay. So we're going to be face down. We're going to be doing her right arm, her left arm. She's going to be resting her head on her hand. Okay. The important thing with this one is we need our abs nice and tight, just like we did for external rotation. The tendency on this one is to try and cheat by extending through our thoracic spine and lifting up off the floor like that, right? That's not shoulder flexion. That's not what we want. So we're going to do 2 sets of 5 with a 5-second hold, just like everything else, making sure we're nice and tight through here, not extending through here. So elbows locked out, thumbs facing up, and she's going to lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. Make sure that elbow stays locked out, nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down nice and slow. 3 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down nice and slow. We've got 2 more. Remember, keep that elbow locked out. Flex that tricep a little bit if you need to. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 1 more on this side. Abs nice and tight. Get a little ab workout in here. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Let's flip over to 5 on the other side. Now, if you're having trouble with this one, you're not able to lift your arm up off the floor at all, maybe we need to work on our overhead position. Maybe we need to do some shoulder flexion, pails and rails, which you can find on our website, on our YouTube page. There are some more resources there for you. So if you're struggling with this one, maybe we regress it a little bit. Okay, so remember, we're going to get our abs nice and tight. We're going to keep our head down. We're not going to let the spine lift off here. Okay, so squeeze, turn everything on, and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down nice and slow. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. 3 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 2 more. Quit trying to cheat. Keep that elbow locked out. Good. 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. down. We can see she's starting to fatigue. It's not getting quite as high as it was. This is not an easy one for her. Nice and tight. Last one. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Good. 5 more on each side and then we're done. Back over the other way. Guys, remember, sloppy reps don't count. Okay? Keep the abs on nice and tight. Keep the head down. Elbows locked out. Make these good. Make them count. 5 more on this right side and then we're done with the right arm for the day. Okay? Remember, abs are nice and tight. Head stays down. We're not extending through the thoracic spine. And let's lift. Thumb is up towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. Good. Rest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. When you're doing these, try and think about lifting from here and here. Don't necessarily just think about what the hand's doing. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. We've got 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. Last one here. Make sure those abs are nice and tight. Butt is on. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. Good. 5 more reps and then we are done. So arms straight up overhead, elbows locked out. Remember, keep all this nice and tight. Lifting from here. Don't just think about what the hand's doing. Try and think about what the shoulder is doing. That's what we're focusing on today. So lock it up. Last 5. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control down. Good. Resting for 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Not so good in shoulder flexion here. 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 2 more and we're done. It's weird how the rotation's really good here, but the flexion suffers. Okay? 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. Last one, make sure we stay tight and make it good. Abs and butt are on. Let's lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, nice and slow. Good. So that's our advanced shoulder series. If you had trouble getting into any of these positions, maybe we need to regress, maybe work on some tails and rails, do some smashing to help open up some of that range of motion. We have those resources on our YouTube page, thesportspod.co on our website. Thanks again to Courtney for helping us out. Hopefully those shoulders are feeling pretty good. If there's other stuff you'd like to see, please feel free to DM us and reach out to us with anything you want to work on.